Hello, y'all. I hope you're doing well. Get both my streams running here. All right. I can see you guys. But I tell you what, Carlos, I can't see the horizontal stream chat, so that's all up to you, brother. Saturday night. 4 minutes in, I ain't played nothing. Shauna. Shauna, how you doing? Boyd, how you doing? Did you get another song done today? You one step closer to your goal? I sure hope so. Carlos, how's it going out there? Rick Rob, A1. I've never been to the Nosh and Bevy in Austin. I haven't, no. But if they have good fish and chips, I probably would be very happy. I never really found the fish and chips of my dream in all the years of living in Austin. Carla, y'all, good. Ruben and Hector, MC, all of you guys. Yeah. A1D, I am with you. I'm with you. And that's a problem, because I've had them in Scarborough. So it's rough. Jeff Tarry, welcome. Carlos, tell you what, I can't see the horizontal feed, so anybody who's over there, I'm sorry. I can't say hello to you, but I'm glad you're there. You know, I had a friend from Whitby. It was back, yeah, I don't know, back when Only Fools and Horses was huge. It might still be huge. I've been out of England for 40 years, you know, but back then, my friend, well, he sure reminded me of that one character, let's say that. But he was from Whitby. I never actually went to Whitby though. But I knew of somebody who was. Hey. I get back to UK occasionally, for quite a while now, like 5, 6 years. I have no plans right now to go back there, but I miss England. I grew up in England, you know. I've been in Texas for 35 years, and I'm 55 now. I've been playing guitar for 40 years. It's a little bit of time there. I was thinking about it, you know, back when I grew up in England, and it was good fish and chips in lot of places. I grew up in the south in Devon. There's good fish and chips down there. Peyton and Torquay. I've seen that now those places are a little run down. But when I grew up there, it was lovely. The pubs still were like not chain pubs. I think it might be kind of a different time. A1D. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Last time I was there, I saw like kids going to school wearing their uniforms, and I was like, oh, that was me. Yeah, I had to get my little uniform on every day and walk to school. Seems like a lifetime ago. And you know, it rained all the time in my childhood there. I don't know if it still rains all the time, but it seems like it rained all the time. All the time. But I still miss it. Slim, thank you. Okay, A1D. That's a very good point. You say you would trade fish and chips for Terry Black's barbecue, San Marcos version. Oh, we got talk. Did you ever have Kreitz's Market before it was Terry Black's and all that? Like in the original Lockhart location? That. Okay. They only served the meat, right? And bread. Wonder Bread and the meat. That's the best barbecue I ever had. Everywhere. I've tried it all. And that. They didn't have sauce. They didn't have sides. They had nothing. Now they're still there. And it's pretty much the same, but not quite the same. They got sides. And it's just not quite the same. But it's still amazing. That's still the location that I go to. If I'm like, I want to... What do you think about where they are now? I forget what they're called now. I get confused. They've changed names so many times. And the little family stuff going on. I use 9.5s now, but I've only done this for about, on a Strat, for about a week and a half. Everything else I use 10s, but flat wounds. These are not flat wounds. I wish I was using flat wounds. I love flat wounds. Don't like these these bumpy strings. And I would probably trade fish and chips. I guess I did trade fish and chips for Kreitz's Market barbecue, because I'm still here 35 years later. I don't think they make 9s in flats. They might, but I've never seen them. You know, I was kind of thinking about making my own set, because difference between flat wounds. Okay, so these strings, they're like wound. There's a wire, and it's got a wire wrapped around it. On the other guitars, like this one, it's a totally different thing. These are totally flat. They've been polished flat. So you get a real smooth, it's very smooth, it sounds very mellow. You don't have quite the brightness of these strings. But you also don't get like dirt built up in them. Those strings have been on there for, you know, a year and a half. I've played hundreds of shows with those strings, and they're fine. Oh, they're lovely on your fingers. Yeah, they're soft and wonderful. But they don't make a set in nines, you know? And the thing is, like, it used to be, now they make, like, I like 10s. Now they make them. It used to be you had to buy like a set of 13s and a single 10. And then you could just throw away the 56, the biggest one. And I'm kind of thinking of maybe I can use like a 42 or something. I'm gonna use a real small flat wound string, and maybe I can find a set that'll work like that, so I can have flat wound strings on this guitar, because I do miss them. I think they're wonderful. Oh, it's so fun to play, and I love the sound and everything. I'm gonna play Goldie in a minute. But right now, See if any of you guys playing along with me. Oh, I got so many guitar heroes. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start. But you know, generally when I've been asked that question quite a lot, and I've narrowed it down to saying BB King. And that is like, you know, just the tip of the iceberg. But if you're going to be the tip of the iceberg, BB King. I mean, like, there's so many. Albert King, Freddie King, Albert Collins, just, but also, I mean, there's local, anyways, just so many players. But just if I'm going to name one, I'll say BB King. And personally, 50s BB King. Oh, I love that stuff. Rachel, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, and happy Saturday back at you. I am using, you're asking about pedals and, and I love talking about stuff like that. So, I think this is amazingly important. I didn't curly chord into a guitar tuner pedal. And from that, I'm going into a tube screamer, which is not on, I never use. I really do not really like that sound that much, but I keep trying to like it. But I haven't turned it on in a couple of weeks. And even then I only turned it on for a little bit. Out of that, I go into an Echoplex preamp pedal. Jim Dunlop Echoplex. And it's just like one knob, louder, softer, and I have it, well, here's the difference. This is with it on. This is it with it off. Now I got this pedal, this Echoplex pedal about 10 years ago, and it just seemed to me that it just makes everything sound a little bit better. So I've pretty much used it mostly ever since. Yeah. Now this is with it on. So I go out of that into a UA Audio Lion. So it's an amp pedal, 100 watt Marshall amp pedal. I used tube amps all my life until I got this thing, and I had never looked back. Been about a year and a half. I love this thing. It's like playing into a 100 watt Marshall stack. It's wonderful. I close my eyes. Often when I close my eyes, that's one of the reasons. And I come out of that, I go into a plate reverb pedal. I come out of that, and I go into a DI box. This is so complex. It started really a lot easier than this, but over the year. Anyway, I go out of the DI box and I go into my mixer. And my pedal, everything I'm playing to is something that is a loop that I've made with my little pedal, bass and guitar. I try very hard not to copy anybody. I don't use anybody else's content. But that goes separately into the mixer. They both get mixed down and they come out with a digital out that goes to the feed for the horizontal stream. For the vertical feed. And then the horizontal stream has two audio outs that go into the camera. That is the whole kit and caboodle. And like when I make a loop, generally I use that Lion pedal. And even if I'm recording bass, I just, turn it down real low, like I've got a 100 watt Marshall on like 3 or something. that's it. That's it. Oh, this pick. I like this pick. I made fun of it for a long time. This is his baby brother. It's like a pick with training wheels. Oh, it's great. I love it. Huge. That's Goofy. It's Goofy's clown shoe size pick, you know. It's a regular pick. I need clown shoes apparently. Pick is this? 2.1 millimeters thick. Which is also something that totally amazes me. This guitar pick, this is what I used my whole life for 39 years basically. I used one of these Fender Extra Heavy. The thick. This thing's like a doorstop. It's 2.1 millimeters thick. This is probably half a millimeter. I don't know. A sliver. But the sound is so different. Like here, here's my old pick. The giant clown shoe size pick. Maximiliano, welcome, brother. Oh, welcome. Maximiliano made my night the other night, and you already made my night just by saying hello. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you. Yeah, can you tell it's nuts, right? This is so, it's like so much clearer, and I like this thing. Shredder, how you doing? Angel, thank you. Shauna, how you doing? Basanova, Benjamin, rock fan. Mama Shredder. Mama Shredder. Great to see you. I hope Brody's doing well. Love you guys. See you soon. Carlos. Extraordinary person. It was hot here in Texas, but it started beautiful. I hear, because I was sleeping through it, at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., it was lovely. Apparently. Because I ain't awake then. Oh, Shauna, bad allergies. Yeah, well, you guys have full. We don't really get that here. We have like everything is burnt. A short little period where everything is green, but mostly it's just sort of yellow. Ooh, one more thing about this guitar pick. Probably boring some of you, but I think you're supposed to use it like that, right? Do like curvy pick. Well, I like the not curvy bits more. I'll show you different. This is with a curvy bit. Not curvy, right? Almost sneezed so much right then. I'm still gonna sneeze, but I almost like blew the total ending by sneezing and sneezing. Just wanted you guys to know, I guess. Shauna, always go. Hey, welcome. Mark, Basanova, David Bryce, JC. Hey, JC. Janelle Cropsley, how are you? Good to see you. David Sarkis. Kelly Quinn, welcome back. I don't know how you got blocked. I'm so sorry. As soon as the show was over, I went over and unblocked you. If that ever happens again, email me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I can't see anybody in the horizontal stream. I hope everything's going okay over there. There could be riots. There could be all kinds of stuff going on. I have no idea. It's worrying. It's not that worrying. Pablo, welcome from Argentina. Hey, shout out. Welcome. Thank you. Mundo D'Amato. Jordan Perry. Howdy do, play that guitar? Oh, I sure will. I shall. I'll try. Yeah, my allergies are kicking in a little bit, Sean, I gotta say, as well. Megan T, hey, welcome. Jonathan Ackridge, thank you and welcome. Megan T, how are you? Welcome back. Jeff, you wouldn't want to hear me play that. You can always listen to them play that. Oh, I suck at that compared to the, original artists of just about everything. Mundo D'Amato, welcome. Pablo, I already said hi, but hello again, and another shout out to Argentina. I love that people all over the world listen. Brazil, hey. Mathis, Oliveira. I know I'm saying your name wrong. Mathis. Well, I think I'm getting Oliveira right. But shout out to Brazil and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Anybody, wherever you are in the world, I do like to hear it. So please don't feel shy. Feel quite encouraged, maybe, to say where you're from. Brazil, Russo, welcome. Yesterday I found that note, the note that wasn't there. I'm not one of those fancy guys who plays these notes that aren't there all the time. Yesterday I found it. I'll probably remember that for a couple of weeks until I somehow find that note that doesn't exist again. David Sarkis, welcome. I love that. Welcome, thank you. Alexander, hello. Megan T. Russo. White Crocs. I had a pair of white Crocs once. When they first invented, that was the only pair I could get. I was like, oh, these are great. They go dirty fast, but they were bright white. Then they came in cool colors, and I was like, oh, it's much better. David McWilliams. There's a big party in the horizontal feed. Oh man, I'm missing the whole thing. Well, I sure am glad. Angel, Winter, welcome. Oh, stick around, Winter. You might change your mind. Tap, welcome. Barbara Tassinelli, how you doing? Hope you're well. Dave McWilliams, I'm enjoying playing Sparkles. I'm actually gonna pick up that Hollow Body in a sec, I think. Play a little bit of that. Maybe pick up Sparkles again at the end. Osvaldo, welcome. Brazil, I think. Welcome. Angel. Welcome, y'all. fit in my cousin Faye. Welcome. It's great to see you. I miss you guys. I hope to see you soon. Tom Myers, welcome. Ticked off Patriot. Good night. Good to see you. Osvaldo. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, definitely I gotta be up there. Turkey time. Absolutely. Hold me to that. Do not, do not let me. Let me, not make you there. Is like 30 years old. It's not a 70-year-old guitar or anything like that. Just 30 or something. I'm the third owner. I like sparkles. Shalom, shalom. Welcome. Boy. Good to see you. I hope you did make your goal of one song a day, 365 days in a row. What day are you at? Extraordinary person. And everybody in the horizontal feed that I can't see. Welcome, y'all. If you're new here, I'd love you to hit like, hit subscribe, hang out with us a little bit more. We're here 6 nights a week: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, not Tuesday, no Blues Tuesday, but every other night. I'd love to see you. I also love you if you double tap that screen, hit like. That'd be awesome. Boyd, 86. Oh, you're a fair way in, brother. 86 days. So you you make a song live on air every day? Is that your thing? Edwards, welcome. You're singing along. I love that. You got a gig tomorrow at the Sunset Grill in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. Oh, I love it. I hope you have a good crowd and a great night. David McWilliams. I know that's quite a thing. Boyd's, trying to achieve their world record. I'll tell you what, boy, if you get to 365, if you've done 365 songs in a row, you can't stop there. Because, somebody might already be trying to beat your record, and then you'd have to start all over again. You got to keep going. Like, you just got to make it part of your life, and you just got to keep doing it for the rest of your life, one song a day. And then the record will be secure. Phoenix Fly, welcome. Oh, Benita sounds a lot. I tell you what, I miss getting out and playing. I really don't get out to play much anymore. I miss that. I have MS. I walk around like a sort of a baby giraffe. This, what you see right here, this is like a little window. I look like I got my act together pretty good here. But I tell you what, I fall over, So I don't get to play out much. But I tell you what, it makes it all the more fun and all the more rewarding to get to do this. So thank y'all. Wow. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's my error of the night that I'm calling out. Lucas Galindo, welcome. Benito Gomez, welcome. The Slightly Upset King, welcome. Boy 365. That's right, Brazil is into casa. Ricard, Geman. I know I'm not getting that quite well, but welcome and thank you for being here. figured it out eventually. Jamming along with a telly, I love it, man. I'm starting to get the hankering for a telly, I gotta admit. I'm starting to get the hankering for a sparkle, like maybe a silver sparkle telly or something like that. I don't know if you noticed, but I do like sparkly guitars. I had a gold sparkle guitar for a long time. Gave that to a friend. I miss that guitar. But I've been kind of thinking about starting to save up my pennies and try and find me a silver sparkle sort of telly. I don't know why I'm telling you guys. That's just what I've been mulling over. Andrew Conkley. You are exactly right. Overdriven Strat. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It has a lovely sound. It's like, oh, it's wonderful. You feel that like sound. I feel it in my fingers when it's all working right, and it's working right tonight. You got to go to the Guitar Fest at Sweetwater? I've never been to Sweetwater. I'd love to go. It's kind of like becoming like a homage for guitar players, right? You get to go see all of those gorgeous guitars. I mean, like, they have everything. I hear. I haven't been there. But I did hear, I've seen, like, there's a couple of the live streamers who are there. I don't even, like, what state is Sweetwater? I don't even know what state Sweetwater is in. It's a long way from Texas. I know that. second to last song. I do want to say thank you to everybody who's here right now. I want to say thank you and good night in a bit. But I'd love if you guys hit like, hit subscribe, and hang out with us more. We're here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But not Tuesday. Ain't no Blues Tuesday with GuitarGuyATX channel. But every other night, 9 o'clock Central US time. That's when we fire up. We're ending about, 10 minutes from now. Hit that like button, please. And maybe subscribe and hang out with us more. Normally, I do a little extended bit on the horizontal stream, but I can't see that tonight. So I'm gonna play just a little bit longer here, because I think I might accidentally shut everything down if I try to go there from where I'm at right now. So, I know, Greg, good point. No, I do not have a normal Texas accent. I was born in the northern part of America. We don't talk about it. No, I was born in Buffalo, New York. I grew up in England, so I've been here 35 years. So I got an Anglo-Texas drawl thing going on. Is what it is. Dave McWilliams, Boyd, Midwest Mike, welcome y'all. bass fishing, I tell you what, Box AC30 Top Boost was my first ever tube amp. So I've been there. They're great sounding amps. Vox, they make incredible, but you know, they run so hot. Like, you know, they melt. I blew 2 power transformers on that amp before I didn't have that amp anymore. But yeah, I love Vox AC30 Top Boost. What a great amp. But yeah, no, I mean, like, you kind of need a full-time pit crew to keep them running if you're going to play them loud. I was a Fender Super Reverb guy most of my life. Then a Fender Tweed Pro. That's like a single 15, a 35 watt. And I got this Lion pedal, and I realized I should have been playing through a 100 watt Marshall the whole time. I love the sound of this, all chimey Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's the end of the night, at least at the GuitarGuyATX channel. You don't have to go home. You can keep swiping. I bet there's some other very entertaining music on the live feed. I'm probably going to take a look at it in a little bit. I'm going to heat up some queso, some chips. I'm not going to heat the chips. I'm going to heat up some queso. And I'm going to listen to some more of the live stream stuff. See what's going on out there. I'm really thinking about that queso. As soon as I said queso, I was like, oh, I do like queso a lot. I guess I mention that fairly often at the end of the feed. Anyway, moderators. First of all, everybody in the horizontal feed. If you're new here, thank you. We have a horizontal feed. I can't see it tonight. My everything crashed right as I was starting, and so all I've been able to see is the vertical feed, which is fine. And so I do want to say thank you to everybody who's over there in the horizontal feed. Thank you. I don't know who's there. I know Kelly Quinn's there. Thank you, Kelly Quinn. I'm pretty sure Carlos is there. Maybe Goody Guitars, who knows? Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Boy, I appreciate you guys. It's so much fun. I don't really feel, well, I'm amazed, let's put it that way. So thank you. Thank you so much. Moderators, Shauna, Carlos, Angel, who else is still here? I don't really know. I can't see the horizontal, but thank you. Family. That means you've been here more than once. If you've been here more than once, you're part of the family, and thank you. Oh, wow. I mean, thank you so much. If this is your first time here, I hope we see you again. Then you will become part of the family. You don't get a badge or anything. Any attendance is not mandatory. I'm just real happy to see you guys. So listen, it is a crazy world out there. Crazy. And I wish it was a boring world. I wish there was nothing in the newspaper, nothing in the news, and I wish we all got along. I wish we were okay with everybody being who they are. I truly wish that. And maybe one day. I'm optimistic. But it's a crazy world out there. So look after yourselves. Look after yourselves. Look after your friends. Look after your family. I think now's the time. Look after your neighbor. Maybe. Please. But look after yourselves. Most of all, look after yourselves. Give yourselves a bit of grace. Give yourselves the grace you might give somebody else. Don't beat yourself up. Be nice to yourselves. It's a beautiful world. I'm so sorry that it's a busy time in the world. Crazy things happening. But it's a beautiful place. If you stop and smell the roses, it's a beautiful world. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Look after yourselves. Give yourselves that grace you might give somebody else. And good night. Shauna, good night. Carlos Casanova, good night. Boyd, Boyd, thank you and good night. Bandit the Showman, good night. The Slightly Annoyed King, good night. Brandon Silva, good night. Carlos, thank you. Carlos, thank you and good night. Shauna, thank you and good night. Thank you. Steve McKinnon, yeah man, there's all night long I'm playing along to my loop pedal, which is a Boss RC 5, and some of these loops are available on the GuitarGuyATX channel. Feel free to play along with them. Jake, hey, thank you and good night. David Williams, good night. Shauna, Brandon Silva, Ing Nelson, good night. Evil Brewmeister, good night. Eduardo Avila, hey, good night. Haha. That's funny. The P90s are right over there. I didn't get them tonight, but they'll be out tomorrow. Greg, thank you for being here. Thank you. Vinny, thank you and good night. Greg, I gotta listen to that. It sounds interesting. And thank you. Brandon Silva, thank you and good night. Boyd, good night, brother. Brad Caro, good night and thank you. Sarah Willoughby, Sarah, thank you and good night. Mad King, thank you. Bandit Showman, Sandy, maybe you're in the horizontal stream, I don't know. Everybody in the horizontal stream, thank you. I love you guys. I feel like the luckiest guy, because I am the luckiest guy. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Look after yourselves. I'm gonna be back in 21 hours. I hope to see a bunch of you then. Good night. Sleep well. If it's daytime, you have a great day. Thank you. Brad Caro, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Sweet dreams right back at you, Sandra. Lucas, Sandra, Carlos, Shauna, Brad, Jake, good night. Everybody in the horizontal stream, good night. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go heat up some queso and then go sleep. Maybe I'll see some of you if you're flipping through the live stream. I might see some of you there. Thank you and good night. I say it because I mean it. Give yourselves a little bit of grace. Be nice to yourselves. Thank you. And good night. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see if I can get there. I don't think I can get there. I think as soon as I try, Carlos, it's going to crash the stream. So I won't be able to go to the horizontal stream. No after party till tomorrow. I'm sorry. Brad Caro, thank you. Thank you. All of you guys, thank you so much. Good night. And I appreciate y'all. Good night. Well, I don't know if the horizontal stream can see me or not. But I can't see you guys. I'll tell you what. Maybe I'll play one more song for you, even though I can't see you guys. I don't know if anybody's there on that horizontal stream, but Carlos, I bet you are. Okay, horizontal stream. Good night. I don't know if you're there. I figure you are probably. Good night, Carlos. Good night. I don't know, maybe Shauna. Maybe David Williams. Sandy G might have been there earlier, I don't know. Anyway, good night, y'all. Good night. I love you guys. Be good to yourselves. Give yourselves that little bit of grace. Catch yourselves when you're falling. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Good night. I'm a lucky man.